Hello, I am Carrie, and this is Beyond the Womb Tarot, where I channel messages that help you continue to grow beyond the womb or expand your mind outside of your current comfort zone to enable you to become your highest self. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for liking, subscribing, watching. Thank you so much for your comments. And yes, let's get started. So today I wanted to do a reading type that I haven't done in a while, which is somebody's personal message. I'm like, let me get a personal message from somebody. So if somebody that's watching this is really going to resonate with this message, please let me know if you do. First things first, before we get started, for real, I wanted to say something that I saw in the cards. Immediately it jumped out at me. I see all of these eggs in these cards. And it's reminding me of a womb. Like, I'm not sure if somebody's pregnant or if somebody is thinking about getting pregnant, or you're like worried about your pregnancy. I really see that, no matter what comes your way, everything's going to be okay. Really allow yourself to rest and relax and have faith that everything will be taken care of for you. And if there is a man in your life that you are uncertain about, because underneath this masculine, I see trust. They may be trying to help you or trying to like take care of you, but you're like, no, I got to do it on my own. I know how to do it best. But like, I'm really getting the message, like, trust that man, allow him to help you and assist you. You should not be doing everything by yourself and on your own. Like, allow them to come in and assist. So I wanted to give that short message because I felt like immediately when I saw the cards, I'm like, pregnancy, somebody's pregnant. But because pregnancy and babies and birth is not really something that I feel qualified to really like go in on, this reading is not going to cover that. I'm just going to give that short message, and then I'll show you what I'm seeing in the cards for the collective. So I am using a deck I haven't used in a while, the Queen of the Moon Oracle. Love this card. This is actually one of like my second deck ever that I bought, and I don't know, I love the moon. I feel connected to the moon, and I love seeing the moons on all of these cards. Kind of gives you a little bit of extra information about the cards. So here, let's start over here on the left. We have faith and resilience. That's the message of it. If anything's coming your way, you got it. Like, you can do this. Like, even if you're in this vulnerable position of needing to create something new, needing to create new life, needing to build something up from scratch, understand that you have the resilience that it takes to make that thing happen. I want to say the faith comes into like you believing in yourself. When I think of faith, sometimes I think about like how you believe in God to come through for you. But in this instance, I'm really feeling like you coming through for yourself, like faith that you have put in the work to get the results that you're looking for. Like faith in yourself that like, you know what? I set this intention and I know I can follow through with it. I have faith in myself because of my past works. It's not that I'm, coming up with this out of thin air, or that I'm attempting to be somebody I'm not. No, I have faith in who I am and what I'm able to accomplish because I've like put myself on the path to do that. So it's faith. They say faith the size of a mustard seed, but I feel like your faith is going to be much stronger than a mustard seed because you have proof. You have like the evidence to back it up. You have the knowledge of yourself, your skills. You got the degrees. You got the certifications. You have the recommendations. Like whatever it is that you need to have, you have that. So having faith in yourself, like even in the tough times, like dang, things don't seem like they on my side, but actually I remember who I am. Actually, I remember how blessed I am. I remember them prayers that I've been saying every night. I know I'm putting that goodness out there in the universe. So faith that stuff is going to come back to you. That hard work is coming back to you. And then we have protection and assessing. The last couple of readings I've done lately have been about, looking at your path where you are and assessing like, okay, which direction do I need to go next? And I am also feeling that here when I look at protection and assessing. There's multiple things. If you are assessing from a position of like, I am safe here, you're going to make different decisions than if you are assessing from a position of, I gotta get out of here. I am not safe here. So I want to say, number one, figure out what position you are in. And if you believe that you are protected at all times, then make sure when you're assessing that you're looking for your next move from that space. and you're not just trying to run into something different than where you are now. Like run into something better, and maybe not even run, but walk slowly, carefully, really laying out your path to something better. Also, when I see this protection, I feel like the moves that you make are highly protected. If you get this divinely guided idea or this idea out of nowhere, don't like dismiss it. Don't say, oh, I can't do that. But really take a look at it and say, okay, I got this idea for a reason. Let me do a little bit of investigation and see what it would take for me to make this happen. Or, you know what, this idea, I've been having this one come up for me over and over again, but I haven't made any moves on it. Maybe let me see, can I move some things around so that I can make this happen? You know what I'm saying? Like, you are protected in the moves that you're making, and I also feel that you're getting divine downloads on, like, the next thing to do or what not to do, or in this situation, what can be a better option, what should be changed or manipulated. Like, you have the power and what is it called? The connection to your divine power to make some decisions that may be different than anybody around you is making. This lady, she's not assessing from the ground of earth. This lady is above earth, and not only is she like above earth, she's in a hot air balloon, or she is a hot air balloon. Those don't supposed to go leave the atmosphere. And you don't have to be on top of it or made of it. And also having a telescope as well. Normally when you're outside the Earth's atmosphere, you can see stuff better. But you got a telescope, you really want to see good here. And I just kind of feel like you being in this elevated position is allowing you to see your next move even better. So maybe even the folks around you might not have great advice for you because they're not from this elevated position. Knowing that you are protected and even your mental is protected, the ideas you have are protected. And so you can make or take risks with a certainty that you're going to be fine. Now you need to believe that already. If you don't believe that already, then I would not make these moves, these different moves, if you don't have that belief in yourself. Next we have masculine and trust. Whenever I see this masculine, I think of a man in your life. But in this instance, especially because we're talking about making moves and making changes, I'm thinking about your masculine side, the side that takes action, the side that is the leader, the side that, makes the decisions and executes that thing. The feminine energy is more about receiving, but the masculine is about action and doing. And so I feel that you, in this action energy, it's like, trust those decisions. Just like we were saying here with the protection and assessments, like, you have been making moves your entire life. You have been learning how you work and operate your entire life. Nobody knows how you work quite like you do. Of course, your friends around you, especially folks who have known you for a while, they might know. They might know a little bit, they might have some insight that they can offer, but knowing, like, why did you make this decision, or why did you change that, or why did you decide to turn left instead of right, you're going to know the nuance in that. And you will be able to guide and chart your path based on your own personal nuances. You might have an opportunity to go over and work with somebody, but once you get over there and talk about the opportunity, you see that there's certain things that you're not going to be able to tolerate or deal with or handle. So something that from the outside looks like a great opportunity for you specifically, because of these certain things, that, okay, this is not going to work for me. Nobody's going to know that but you, because you know and understand, like, these are the particular things that are turning me off. They might be small things, but I know over time they are going to grow larger and get on my nerves. Same thing about a man or a woman in a relationship. They might be it boy, it girl, but once you get to know them and you understand, oh, they're selfish, or they're on a completely different life path than me. Like, they have completely different wants than me, or like you can dial it down and really understand whether or not something is for you or not based on your past experiences and the decisions that you have been making in your life. So trusting your decision making is another thing. It's like, trust that you know what you want, you know what works for you. You don't have to crowdsource that. You don't have to ask anybody else. Like, trust your inner knowing. That's what I see when I look at this egg. Like, don't be looking from the outside. Trust your inner knowing when you make actions, you take in moves. And then we have acceptance and the unexpected. I like this. Sometimes it can be difficult to accept the truth or accept who we are, accept, how things go for us. We can be stuck in a situation that we are trying so hard to make it work, trying, but it's like 100% against what we actually wanted. But we just felt like, well, I'm in it now, let me make it work. Instead of accepting whatever comes your way, like it really accept the truth of who you are and accept what you want and deserve and need. Accept, like, these are my needs. My needs are not being met, I gotta go. Or my needs are not being met, we need to change this. Or my needs are not being met, I need to speak up. Like, whatever needs to happen, I think accepting that can lead to the unexpected. Imagine you're in a relationship with someone and you never spoke up about one need. Like, you know what, when you go to the grocery store, I need you to call me and ask me if I need anything. Because if you went to the grocery store today, I shouldn't be going tomorrow. Like, that don't make no sense. And it might be something small to you, but it really bothers you that you have to go to the grocery store when you just went. You don't like inefficiency in your relationship. So it's a need for you. And you speak up and say that to that person. And that person might be like, you know what? I didn't want to bother you. I thought I knew what you needed. That's why I didn't ask you. I thought I had the list already. And to hear that they are completely willing to do this thing and you've been mad however long because you hadn't spoken your needs and desires to this person and they're like more than willing. Like, expect the unexpected. Sometimes we expect resistance or we expect people to be upset or angry with us. Expect things to be better than that. Or even if, like, say somebody is resistant and angry towards us, that could be your sign. Like, maybe you didn't understand who you were talking to when it comes to the relationship. You didn't understand who you were talking to, and when you see that person was so unwilling to make things better for you, you might be like, you know what? I understand who I'm talking to now. It reminds me of Ian Van Zandt. I remember reading one of her books, or was it one of her shows or something, where she was saying that the reason that she decided to divorce her husband was because he went to the store and came back and didn't get her favorite candy or something like that. But every time she goes to the store and comes back, she always makes sure to get his, like, favorite snacks or whatever. Like, the things they have around the house, and if they run out, you always make sure they have them. She was thoughtful like that towards him, but he was not like that towards her. And she felt that she was not being loved. And if you feel like you're not being loved, you don't have to stay in a situation. So I feel for you, like, accepting the truth, like, instead of trying to force things to come together, whatever, like, accept, like, okay, this is the way things are. I like or don't like this. I want this to be different, or I want it to stay the same. Like, I think there can be a lot of healing in the acceptance. And I really like this unexpected card because I don't know if you can tell that this is a portal, but it also reminds me again of the egg, of the womb. On the other side of this portal, there is the unknown, the unexpected, something that you don't know or understand. But if you can be patient and you can accept, whatever comes your way, and you can believe that it's going to be fine, that stepping into the unexpected can be a pleasurable experience. I think that accepting where you are and allowing the unexpected, the unknown to come upon you, it might be a bit exciting. That's all I'm saying. I'm saying don't try to force yourself to stay somewhere where you don't want to be. And also don't try to, as you're charting your path, if you're accepting yourself for who you are, then you're allowing yourself to go upon your path. If you decide to try to manipulate it to make it to be like something else, then you're not going to be going the way in which, like, the best way for you. And I think sometimes when we see other people getting accolades and getting money, doing things on their path, we kind of veer off of our path. But, like, expect the unexpected. Like, stay on your path and expect things to work out for you as well, just like it worked out for them. It reminds me of that old saying or story about the guy who bought an old gold mine, diamond mine, something like that, and he's digging for these diamonds, and he gives up because he's like, man, there ain't no diamonds in here. And then the next person comes along and keeps digging in that same hole, and boom, that guy would have gone only 5 meters down. He would have found what he was looking for. But he decided to give up because he saw other people being successful around him, and he wasn't the one that was successful, but he wasn't waiting his turn. He wasn't staying in his own lane. And that is what I'm getting for us now. As long as we are making moves that are in alignment with us and listening to our own intuition, then we're going to be on our own, like our correct path. We are safe and protected in that. There's no need to step outside of that, to do what everybody else is doing, to like be down on ourselves or upset that we're not being successful at this very moment. It's very much the energy of, do you. Like as close to you as you can do you. Make sure the decisions that you are making are based off of you being you. Like when I see this protection, this lady's in this little thing, she don't got no clothes on. Like it's nothing but her in there. If that is what you're using to make decisions, like the seed of you, the pure parts of you, if you're using that to make your decisions, then that's what's going to lead you on the best journey, the best path that you can be on. The one that's going to lead you to your treasure, your gold, the unexpected. You won't be seeing these results around you. Everybody else is going to get something. They're going to get their own thing, but you're going to get your thing. And it may be unexpected. It may be something that you're not even thinking can be possible for you. But as long as you like do your own thing and accept yourself for who you are, you're going to receive your own gifts, your own presents, the things that are meant for you. Okay, thank you so much for watching this reading. Thank you for liking and subscribing. And please let me know if this resonates with you. I'll see you in the next one.